Hi, boys and girls, welcome back to Common Fractions. So, today's lesson we are going to do addition of common fractions with the same denominator. We will in grade 5 or 6 start to add or subtract common fractions with not the same denominators, different denominators. So, let's start. So, after this lesson, you should be able to add common fractions with the same denominator and change improper fractions to mixed numbers. Now you're going to think improper fraction. All that means is that your numerator is bigger than the denominator. And of course, by now, you know your timetables, so it will be easy for you to change your improper fraction to mixed numbers. And mixed numbers mean that I've got a whole number, and our whole numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000, 2,000, without any fraction, with a fraction part. Let's start. A few basics we need to know. The denominator needs to be the same when adding. When the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we call it an improper noun. And here I gave you some improper fraction. And here I gave you some improper fractions. So we can practice how to write it as a mixed number. 6, 6. In the previous lesson, we said if we cut a cake into 6 parts and I still have all 6 parts, I have one whole cake. So 6, 6 will be equal to 1 whole. But now I've got 12, 6. And now I have to see how many times can I take 6 from 12. So if I've got 12 marbles in front of me, and I have to put it in groups of 6 because my denominator is telling me I've got 6 parts. How many groups can I make? How many whole numbers will I have? So if I count in 6, 6, 12, 6 can divide into the 12 2 times. So I will have 2 whole parts. Here, how many times can 6 go into 18 or divide into 18? So when I count in 6, 6, 12, 18, I will have 3 whole parts with nothing left. Here we're going to practice again. But here I'm going to have a whole number with a fraction. Remember, the denominator stays the same. If I had a cake that's divided into 5 parts, so the denominator is 5, and I eat 2, and later I eat another 1, it's not going to be 5 and 5 making 10 parts for the denominator to be 10. It was still 5 parts from the start. So the denominator stays the same when we add or subtract. The only thing that's going to change is my numerator. So let's see how I can change the improper fraction to mixed numbers. Here my denominator is 2, but my numerator is 3. It's larger or greater than the denominator, and that's why I call it an improper fraction. How many times can I take 2 from 3? So if I've got 3, I can take 2 and I can make 1. What is left? 1 will be left. 1 half or half. So I can take 2 from 3, so that's 1 whole, and 1 half will be left. And that will be my mixed number. I've got a whole number with my fraction. 9 quarters. How many times can I take 4 from 9? 4, 8, 12. 12 is greater than 9, so I can't go past 9. So it will be 4, 8. So I can take 2 halves. And what will be left? I'm taking 8 from 9. So 1 quarter will be left. Now let's look at 12 sevens. How many times can I take 7 from 12? Now when I count in 7, 7, 14. 14 is greater than 12, so I can't go past 12. So it will be 1 whole. But what will be left? See, if I take 7 from the 12, there will be 5 sevens left. And that is how I write an improper fraction as a mixed number. Now let's do some calculations. Remember, boys and girls, if I have 5 parts, 2/5 of a cake, and I put 1/5 with that 2/5, my denominator stays the same. You can't say 2/5 plus 1/5 equal to 3/10. The part still stays 5. I didn't cut the 5 parts into 10 parts now. So it's a numerator or the numerator that I have to add. But the trick is that my denominator needs to be the same. So in grade 4, we will not ask you, or they will hardly ask you, to add or do addition for common fractions when the denominators aren't the same. But that will be easy for you because we did equivalent fractions and you know how to do that anyway. So let's start. Here I can see my denominator is 7. So the denominator stays the same. So 4 plus 2 will be equal to 6. So 4 sevens plus 2 sevens will be equal to 6 sevens. Here my denominator is 6. It stays the same. So I say 2 plus 3 and that will be 5 6. Here the denominator is 12. So I've got 5 plus 3 and that will give me 8 12s. Now we're going to do some addition where I'm going to get for my answer an improper fraction and I have to write it as a mixed number because we don't like it if our numerators are bigger or larger or greater than the denominator. Here my denominator is 7. So it will stay 7. 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Immediately I can see that my numerator is larger or greater than my denominator. So how many times can I take 7 from 10? That will be 1. So I've got 1 whole. But what will be left from the 10 if I took 7 parts? And that will be 3 sevens. Easy peasy, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying this lesson. 10 is my denominator. 9 plus 8 equals to 17. How many times can I take 10 from 17? Once. And then 7 tens will be left. Denominator, 4/5 plus 3/5 plus 4/5. So my denominator is 5. So 4 plus 3 equals to 7 and 7 plus 4 equals to 11. So how many times can I take 5 from 11? I can do it twice. 2 times, 2 wholes, 5, 10, 15. And then 1/5 will be left. So very important to know when we do addition for common fractions, denominator needs to be the same. If my numerator is greater than my denominator, I have to write it as a mixed number. So I have to see how many times can I take my denominator from my numerator to make whole numbers, and then what's left will be your fraction part. Enjoy, boys and girls, and have fun with this. Goodbye.